Alright guys, so today we are transforming these chairs. I got these secondhand about 10-15 years ago, and I've given them a couple of coats and recoats, but honestly they're worse for wear and they need a little love. So we're going to start off by sanding these guys down and giving them a good rough sand. I already went to Home Depot and got some supplies. So I got 80 grit sandpaper, and I've got white spray paint, and I've got key lime spray paint. So this is going to be a bold choice, but I think it's going to look good with our bluish green color on the house and just kind of give that pop that's needed. Normally I do two-tone colors, but I think this time around I'm just going to do the single. So yeah, that's the game plan. Let's get into transforming these chairs. As you can see, these chairs were in rough shape. They had flaky paint and some rust on them. Using a coarser grit sandpaper really helps to remove all of that rust and paint so that I get good adhesion with the spray paint. They're not going to be perfect because they're vintage, and honestly that's part of the character that I love about them, but I did want to make sure that I had a good solid base. After sanding was complete, I sprayed them down with a water hose just to get any of that dust and residue off of the chairs. It was a beautiful sunny day, so it didn't take them long to dry, and they were prepped and ready for paint. Okay, since I am going to do these two-toned, I'm going to start by spray painting with the white on the arms, and then once that's done I'll tape that off and spray paint the seat portion. So I'm using this 2-time Ultra Cover paint and primer. Hoping it'll do well. I have good luck with Rust-Oleum. So on this step, I'm not worried about overspray. I'm gonna go back in and tape everything off before I paint the bottom and the back of the chair. I really wanted to get good coverage using the white spray paint so that it can help eliminate some of the rust. The white areas where I see the most rust occurring, I think it's just due to the wear and tear of the chairs. So I really wanted to get good solid coverage and make sure to eliminate that if possible for the future. Okay guys, I'm going to start by spray paint, taping off the arms and spray painting the bases now. Tape off the arms, I'm just using brown craft paper and some painter's tape. You could use newspaper or even plastic if you have it. I didn't wait long enough the first go around, and the paper actually stuck to the white areas that I had already spray painted, so I had to give it a minute and do some touch-ups. We're ready to start with our chartreuse green. Some people might think I'm crazy for painting it this color, but I think it's going to be great. I'm going to try to do one coat on the chair front itself in case I run out of It's bright, y'all. It's really, really bright. Might be too bright. I don't know. I gotta make the cushions and see what we think. But it's feeling very Key West instead of how I wanted it to. We're gonna just continue on the path because that's what I have planned. But we might be making a trip to the hardware store shortly. When working with spray paint, it's important to use long, even strokes and thin layers. This helps avoid any drips and puddling that may occur. You also want to make sure that you are standing at least the 6 to 8 inches that the can recommends. Sometimes I get a little too close and I end up with drips. I searched high and low to find outdoor pillows that I liked and that tied my color scheme together. I was unsuccessful in finding anything already manufactured, so I actually picked up this fabric a couple of weeks ago when my sister was in town. Making outdoor cushions is really simple. It's a project that anybody could do, and I would really recommend you check out doing it yourself if you can't find what you want in the store. Okay, I'm gonna make 2 pillows. So I cut 4 panels that were 18.5 inches square. These are super simple. There's not much to it. You are just going to, I marked these, show me the top so I had the pattern in the right way. So you're gonna put tops together in the right way, and then also the nice side, the front side, together. And then you're just gonna pin it to hold it in place, and we're going to sew a 1/4 inch seam on 3 sides, 3.5 sides of the pillow. We gotta leave some room to stuff it. For this project, I did use outdoor fabric, like specifically outdoor fabric. With all of the rain and stuff here in Atlanta, it's important to make sure that your fabrics can withstand all of the climate. And outdoor fabrics tend to help against sun fade as a general rule. And you don't have to go crazy with pinning, but you're gonna wanna leave a space about the size of your hand so you can get it in there. This is not a long project. You can probably knock this out pretty quickly. Okay, so now that I got that done, I'm just gonna use my sewing machine and some white thread. I use a straight stitch when making the pillows and white thread. The white thread allowed the seam to be hidden once I flipped the pillows inside out, making it almost invisible. So I got this all sewn, and I'm just gonna take my hand and sneak it in here and pull it right side out. And you want to go in and try to push out the corners. You can use a chopstick or your finger and just make those points really strong. And if you have a lot of additional yardage in there, you can cut it off. But if you only use a 1/4 inch seam, you should be pretty good. And there we go, we've got our pillowcase. So I got some polyfill to stuff these. You can iron them. This fabric didn't really need it, so I didn't bother, but all right. I'm gonna go stuff these with polyfill and we'll finish sewing up the edges. This is a pretty mundane task of stuffing the pillows, so we turned Harry Potter on to help ease the monotony, and it went by really quick, actually. Alright, I used 2 pounds of polyfill and 2 pillows. I just gotta go sew them up. Sew the bottoms up now. Alright, 2 done. Let's go see how they look on the chairs. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was kind of one of those things that I've been needing to check off my to-do list, and I think it looks really good. Is the color a little bright? Yeah, I don't know if I'm sold on the green color, but I think the pillows help to ground it a little bit. Worst case scenario, I buy 2 more cans of spray paint and we call it a day. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!